All right, get ready for this one because it's an absolutely wild story. We're going to dive into a short piece called The Monkey Who Became Principal, and trust me, it's every bit as strange as it sounds.
I mean, seriously, just think about that for a second. What would you do? Because that is the exact, and I mean exact situation we're unpacking today. It sounds totally made up, right? But nope, this is the story of how it all went down.
Okay, so our story kicks off on what seems like a totally normal Monday in this town called Mango Nagar. Everything's fine, business as usual, but underneath it all, a storm of pure absurdity is about to break loose.
And it all starts with some math homework. But look, this wasn't just any homework. Oh no. This was the one thing standing between our hero and the math teacher's dreaded, disappointed owl look. You know the one. So this homework was basically treasure, clutched super tightly on the way to school. The stakes could not have been higher.
And then, bam! It happens in a split second. There's this blur, a sudden whoosh, and then nothing. The precious algebra homework is just gone. And in its place, you guessed it, a monkey. A very, very dramatic monkey.
So, what do? Our hero shouts the only logical thing you can shout at a monkey stealing your schoolwork. But this monkey is a professional. It flips through the pages, rips one out just for dramatic effect, and then points this accusatory little finger at the totally innocent family dog, Bruno, and just lets out this screech. And just like that, poor Bruno is framed for the crime.
Now, you think that's the strangest part of the story, right? A homework-stealing, dog-framing monkey? Nope, not even close. The very next day at school, things went from just strange to completely, utterly unbelievable. Because, you see, everyone was about to meet the new principal.
So picture this. There's this big crowd buzzing around the main office. A giant banner is hanging up, welcome our new principal. The whole school is wondering, who could it be? It's the monkey. Yes, the very same homework-stealing, dog-framing monkey from yesterday. But now, get this, he's in a tiny little suit, wearing sunglasses and holding a banana like it's a microphone. Ladies and gentlemen, meet Principal Monkey. So you're probably asking, how on earth did this happen? Well, apparently the teachers had their reasons. They said he showed excellent leadership skills. He had confident body language. And my personal favorite, he used incredible banana-based negotiation tactics. But the real clincher? He solved a Rubik's Cube. Now, he did it completely wrong, mind you, but with so much confidence that everyone was just blown away. And let me tell you, his impact was immediate. The school bell? Yeah, that's just monkey screeches now. School assemblies, they kick off with jungle music. Math class got a rebrand to the much more practical banana distribution studies. And detention? Well, that's now just tree climbing practice. But amidst all this chaos, Principal Monkey had not forgotten about that one student, the one who dared to question him. Oh no, this conflict was about to get very, very personal. An announcement crackles over the loudspeaker. Our hero is being summoned. Not to the principal's office, though. To the principal's tree branch. He's literally replaced his office chair with a giant branch. So our hero walks in, and the monkey just sits there, peeling a banana, with this super intense, unbroken eye contact. It's a total power move. And then he reveals it, the stolen homework. It's taped back together, it's covered in red ink because he's graded it. And the score? A brutal 2 out of 10. Ouch. But it gets worse. To add the ultimate insult to injury, right next to that big red 2 is the official stamp of the principal's office. And what is it? A bright yellow banana sticker. The revenge is complete. But you know what? This wasn't over. Not by a long shot. Our hero couldn't fight him directly, so they came up with this genius plan. A public challenge. A battle of wits, a battle of talent, right in front of the whole school. And the stakes here? They were incredibly high. If the student wins, the monkey has to confess everything about the homework. But if the monkey wins, our hero is on banana duty, 2 bananas a day for a whole year. So yeah, the ultimate talent show was officially on. And man, this competition was fierce. The monkey is up there shrieking into the mic like a rock star. He's doing actual backflips across the stage. The crowd is going wild for him. It was totally neck and neck. It all came down to one final round.
the intelligence test. Okay, so this was the moment. The one question that would decide everything. A simple, straightforward math problem. The whole auditorium just holds its breath. The question is, what is 12 times 9? The monkey grabs the mic. He's just radiating pure, unshakable confidence. He looks at the crowd, takes a deep breath, and declares his answer, banana. And just absolute silence falls over the room. So while everyone's processing that, our protagonist just calmly says the correct answer, 108. The monkey, you can see the panic in his eyes. He senses his mistake and makes one last desperate attempt. Double banana? And with that, the whole school just erupts in laughter. The student had won.
So that was it. The truth was out. The monkey stood on stage, dramatically pointed at the homework, and took a bow. His reign as principal was over. The school board decided, he was probably better suited to be the school mascot, a job he actually seemed to like a lot more.
So everything's back to normal. Our hero is walking to school the next day, homework in hand, feeling like an absolute champion. And then they hear it. That familiar sound. Whoosh. The homework is gone again.
But wait, this time it wasn't the monkey. It was Bruno, the dog. He snatches the homework and just bolts. And as he disappears into the distance, our hero hears it. Faint, but totally unmistakable. The sound of monkey laughter. So was it a conspiracy all along? Was the dog in on it the whole time? We may never know.
So what's the big takeaway here? I guess maybe it's that extreme confidence can get you pretty far, even if your only answer to everything is banana. Which, of course, leaves us with one final question for all of you. If a monkey became your principal, what's a new subject they would add to the curriculum? Go ahead and let us know down in the comments.